Hi everyone, and welcome to Ohio Valley Couponer. Welcome to another video. This video is going to be a little bit different. It's a vlog, not necessarily a normal vlog where it's a follow me along kind of thing for a day in the life, but it's a life update plus how that pertains to my channel. So it's going to be a good video. So hopefully you guys stay tuned and hear all about it. But yeah, going to be talking about some updates about my broken foot and kind of what the prognosis is after going to the podiatrist, and how I heard some news that I wasn't expecting. So that is what we're going to be talking about in this video today, and so hopefully you guys stay tuned and you'll enjoy. Just a heads up, it is pretty windy out today, so you might hear some gusts of wind in the background from time to time. Not really anything I can do about that, but just a warning. So anyways, if you guys aren't aware, I broke my foot. Monday, April the 7th, I officially found out that I broke my foot. And I went to an orthopedic, urgent care clinic and got it checked out. And it turned out that I did break my foot, which was super unfortunate. And so I was put on an orthopedic boot and told not to put any weight on it, basically. And yeah, so they scheduled an appointment from there for me to go to a podiatrist. And I did that. And this is the weird thing. They asked for the podiatrist's office. People have just asked me, at church and at the store and things like that. What did you do to your foot? It is so weird because it makes no sense to me. The podiatrist did, validate that this is probably what happened, but it just is so weird to me. So the best explanation that I can give, and the only possible situation that even makes sense to me, a couple of months ago, I had a very, very significant fall. And it's honestly a miracle I didn't injure myself even worse because it was that significant. So what had happened was, in the garage, I went up into the attic. We have an attic above the garage, and we have a ladder that you climb up to get into the attic. And this is the first time, and let me add, the last time I will ever go up into the attic, ever. I will never go up there again. The only time I've gone up a couple of steps to hand somebody something to put into the attic, but I have never fully gone up into the attic. But on this day, I was curious. I wanted to go up there because we actually just got it to the point where we could do that. Last year, one of my dad's coworkers, he had actually built that in for us so we could climb the ladder, and he put it so we could move around up there because it was just there was no floorboard or anything like that. So they got it so we could actually go up there and store stuff. And so I was like, okay, I'd like to see it. I've never seen it. But then I also want to go up there because I had a bunch of Christmas clearance stuff to organize. And so I was like, I'm going to put some of it up here. And so, yeah, that's why I went up there. So I went up there and I was like, okay, I came down. And my mom, she came down first. She was like, oh, I'll watch you come down. It'll be okay. So I came down and got to the last step, and I tripped over that last step. And guys, I took such a fall. So there was a car in the garage. I fell into this car. I hit the car, and I flew over the car, across the garage. And just so happened my head landed on a bag of trash. It's a miracle I didn't hit it on something hard to the point where I would have had a concussion or some injury or something, or cracked my head open or whatever. Thankfully that didn't happen, but it did cause some pain in my foot. But the biggest concern with that was I had really, really bad chest pain, and I was to the point where I was worried something was wrong. And so I eventually did go and get that checked out and got a chest x-ray, and it turned out nothing was wrong. And, I just iced it and it eventually went away. But the foot pain actually only lasted a couple of days, and then it went away. And so I was like, okay, my foot's fine. So a couple of months later, everything's fine. No, not having any foot pain. And then it just so happened 2 weeks, Monday, March 31st? I don't exactly remember, but it was 2 Mondays ago. I know that. My foot fell asleep, sat at my desk for a long time. My foot fell asleep, and so I stood up, and something happened, and it was so painful I screamed. It hurt that bad. And that's when this reignited. And so I told the podiatrist that, and he's like, it's very possible, you injured it, and then it just so happened you took that step, and it just re-injured it. So basically, the podiatrist reviewed my x-rays from the urgent care place I went, and he confirmed that I have a non-displaced fracture of the 5th metatarsal, which basically how I explained it is there are tendons. I think he said 5 tendons or something, and mine was the 5th metatarsal, and that tendon or whatever connects to my little toe, which explains why my little toe has been hurting really bad. So my little toe and the right side of my foot has pain, and that's the 5th metatarsal. So keyword there is it is non-displaced. So there's kind of good news, bad news. Good news is it's non-displaced. Like they don't, like it didn't, like where the tendon is, it didn't like break and go into the wrong place. And so it doesn't need to be surgically put back into the right place. It just has to like grow back into the right place. This does not require surgery unless it were to become displaced. To avoid that happening, what the podiatrist said is I will need to be completely non-weight bearing on my right foot. Completely. And to do that, I have to wear the lovely orthopedic boot. And here's where I wasn't expecting this. For 8 to 12 weeks. Oh my goodness, guys. I was thinking 4 to 6. 6 to 8 at max, not 8 to 12. So this is putting me in this boot completely non-weight bearing. The best case scenario into June, worst case scenario into July. Ugh, that is like such a bummer, and I'm not allowed to take the boot off either. Like I can only ever take it off if I'm taking a shower or, changing my clothes. That's it. Otherwise, I'm supposed to wear this at all times because that way, it's supposed to keep the foot in this air cast and in the position it's supposed to be so that, the foot doesn't move a certain way and cause that to displace, which we don't want, but and it also, to cause it to grow back together. And so that's why I have to be in the boot at all times. No other breaks. Like we asked, what if I'm, just watching TV and just, there, just laying there, not moving around. And he was like, it probably would be okay, but we can't be for certain. And, I don't want to delay this even farther. So basically, I'm not supposed to take it off unless I'm taking a shower or changing my clothes. That's pretty much the only time I can take it off. Which wasn't the news that I was wanting to hear, unfortunately, because number one, if you guys know, these orthopedic boots are so incredibly uncomfortable. It's so bulky, especially when I'm trying to like go to bed and like fall asleep. It feels like I got like 50 pounds stuck on my foot, and it's just like, it's hard. And it's very bulky, very heavy, and it needs a snug fit to be effective. And so it's hard to sleep in it. And then also walking on one foot, this has made me realize how thankful I am that I have 2 feet to walk on, because walking on one foot makes things so much harder. And I seriously break out into a sweat, brushing my teeth, changing clothes, stuff like that I was able to do. That's harder now. I literally break into a sweat doing those things because all that, strain really of going on one foot and not putting weight on my right foot. It's a lot. Also need help with a lot of stuff. Kind of not independent as much as I was. Like I can't drive at all. I have a bedroom downstairs, and so I have to have help getting downstairs. Like I scoot down the stairs, so I'm not putting any weight on the right foot. But I need help with that. I need help to get through tight spaces on my scooter. Like, it's a lot. I need help carrying things. And also, I can't exercise either with this, which your boy needs to do a wellness journey. And exercise is a part of that. But right now, yeah, kind of not happening unless I do like upper exercises, which I should look into doing. And so, yeah, it's definitely not fun. It sucks. But I do want to look on the bright side, look at some positives, because try to see the positive in everything, right? So first thing is, I'm thankful I didn't die from that fall in the garage, because it could have been so much worse. I mean, so much worse. Like, I actually know somebody who died after a fall in their garage. So it could have been so much worse. So I'm thankful that God spared my life, because I want to be alive. So I'm thankful for that. So a huge thing, another really, really big thing that I'm thankful for here is that most of my job is now remote. With the exception of the occasional office meeting for my billing work, and then the filming in store for the couponing videos, which technically I don't even have to film them in the store. Like if I couldn't get out, like it would not be the end of the world. I could do it from home. I just prefer the in-store videos. I think they're better. I find more deals that way. I just think that you guys enjoy those more. So other than that, though, I can work remotely from home, which I'm so thankful, because a lot of people don't have that. Like, I don't know how you would do, let's say you're a cashier. Like, I don't know how you'd be able to do your job with not putting any weight on your right foot. I don't know how you'd be able to do that. That would be so hard. Or if you work at like a factory, or if you work, I mean, there are so many different scenarios. I don't know how you would do it. Like a physical, like manual labor job or something like that. It'd be really hard. So I'm thankful that I'm not out of work. I can still earn income and, do all that while I'm injured. Also, my family has been so kind and supportive, so helpful, carrying things for me. My grandpa put scooter together. My mom and dad have been transporting me places. My mom's taken me to the store to film. So kind. So I appreciate them so much. I'm so thankful I can still go out because of the knee scooter. I thank God for that knee scooter, because there's no way I would be doing anything if I had to depend on those crutches. Those were horrible. I didn't even survive like a day with those. I was like, ordering this knee scooter. It's a game changer. So I love that. And then last but certainly not least, I'm thankful for you guys. You all are so awesome. And I've gotten so many kind comments, thoughts, and prayers. I appreciate it so much. You guys are amazing. And so thank you so much for that, and your patience, your kindness, and all that stuff. So what is next? Basically a waiting game. I go back to the doctor 3 weeks from the day I'm filming this to get new x-rays and to see how things are going. If you guys would keep me in your thoughts and prayers, and basically I'm just praying that God will, my wish here would be that my foot would heal faster than 8 to 12 weeks so I could get this thing off. I am hoping for really good progress at that x-ray, that things are going in the right direction, that nothing's dislocated so I won't need surgery. And I'm praying that things are moving along and progressing in the right direction. And just so please pray that things heal like they're supposed to heal. And then also, if you would pray that I would have the least amount of discomfort as possible with this orthopedic boot. Sometimes they're better than others, but the longer you're in it, just the more irritated it gets, just because you've been in it for so long. You really, I'm not a person who really likes wearing shoes anyway. And so this is just no fun. So if you're keeping me in your prayers for that too, that I have the least amount of discomfort as possible, I very much appreciate it. So as for my channel, you guys, I'm going to try to continue to do my videos as normal as possible. The only thing that's different is I'm only able to go to the store now when someone's able to take me. And thankfully my family's been super kind and has tried to, take me when it works with their schedules so I can continue to do my in-store videos. Just be patient with me, because sometimes they might be a little bit later than normal because of that, because I got to work around, work schedules and things like that with other people. But I'm going to try to do my best to continue to do these videos as normal as possible. Continue to make chat videos. I'm doing some more vlogs. I'm going to do an Easter vlog. So make sure you guys stay tuned to that. And remember, that's always in addition to the regular coupon content. It's not replacing anything. So there will be that. I want to do this. I like to make these videos for you guys, but I also like to make them for myself, because I like to go back and reminisce and remember stuff. And this is going to help me remember the time I broke my foot, because yeah, so I'm going to definitely be doing some more vlog content. I want to do a live again. It's been so long since I've done a live stream. So we're going to try to get one of those on the books here soon. I miss doing those, so we're going to try to do that. And so, yeah, a lot of fun stuff coming up. Ain't going to let my broken foot get me down. We're still going to be doing awesome stuff here on Ohio Valley Couponer. So anyways, guys, that's what I got for this video. Hope you all enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching.